Pepperwood is a local conservation science institute that's dedicated to protecting the lives and landscape of this North Bay region. So we have been very active as a site that shows how to manage forests in a way that reduces wildfire hazards, but also increases the health of the forest and of our watersheds. When we experienced the fires in 2017, we had been doing quite a bit of preparation of the landscape for fire. Because we are a site, what we call our sentinel site, that is just covered with scientific instruments, we have measurements of all aspects of the environment for almost the decade before the fire. And now we are measuring what happened during the fire and how the land is recovering from fire. Fire is always a combination of fuel and an ignition source and an influence of weather. So we're studying those relationships, but particularly we are studying what is the impact of fire on our local ecosystems, on our watersheds, and how can we build more resilient communities. You know, fires are very extreme events, but they've only been happening on sort of 50-year cycles. And so people forget what a fire is like to live through. This is where I think environmental education can play a critical role, so it just becomes part of the science curricula, even starting with our elementary school kids, and that we make sure children learn about fire ecology and they learn not to be afraid of fire, but to understand its role in the landscape. We're very proud at Pepperwood that our environmental education programs for youth are really some of the first bilingual programs that serve Spanish and English speakers. And so when they get their nature observation book, it's in Spanish and English and it has pictures. We want kids to get excited about science. We want to pique their curiosity and make them want to become scientists themselves. You know, fire resilience is part of climate resilience. We've been working on climate resilience since we opened our doors. Climate resilience requires taking our science and integrating it into every kind of planning process at the local level. Transportation plans, water plans, land use plans, park plans. So we're really excited to be part of that conversation, and we feel like our role is to be there as science advocates in every step of the decision-making process.
Pepperwood is a great resource for looking at or working through scientific approaches to helping to reduce fuel risk and fuel loads throughout Sonoma County. The key in helping us remove wildfire hazards is based on the information, the data that we receive through the tools and resources that Pepperwood has helped to develop.
Pepperwood was a significant contributor to making sure that we got the alert fire network. Pepperwood actually installed one of the first fire cameras up on the preserve, and it's key to making sure that we connect the coastal community and Sonoma County with the inland. And if we're going to adapt, as we must, Pepperwood is going to be working with Sonoma Water and a host of other colleagues to inform the way forward.
They're providing the scientific underpinning for the policy programs which are being implemented through the Resource Conservation District, which are being used by the farm community.
It's amazing what they've done in less than 10 years. And the Dwight's coming in, buying a beautiful piece of property, and then in essence giving it back to our county, and actually back to all of California, with their effort to do the scientific research needed for forever wildlands, working lands, the environment, and how all of those things come together and work in unison is absolutely amazing.
This is the land, and we have some 900 different varieties of flora, and we have a whole range of living animals, and it just seemed that that natural environment was what was calling for to be preserved.
And the people that we have from Lisa throughout all our staff are very professional. They've grown a lot with the project, just as we have, but our vision has always moved forward to become, excel in what we do here.
Yeah, a lot of the progress that you see here is due to Lisa Micheli's leadership. She has been key in selecting the staff, and she's been key in leading the programs that have resulted in our recognition and our success. So we owe a lot, not only to Lisa, but to just one of the most fabulous staffs that could possibly exist.